Well, hello there assassins, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I have another Wheelassassin guide lined up for you all today, and this one comes from a subscriber request. Now if we come up to these cute but beady eyes, I will tell you what it's about. Now we have this request from Vitano Gamer. Thank you so much for requesting this, my friend. And Vitano actually asked me to build a crocodile here in Minecraft. So here we have ourselves a croc with his 4 prehistoric paws. Do they call it paws if it's a crocodile? I have no idea. Anyways, they sometimes refer to as like very big dogs in Florida. So I thought paws kind of seems appropriate, you know what I mean? So anyways, we have ourselves the sort of ribs on the bottom or the belly of our crocodile. But obviously they're not exposed. They're kind of just like big like muscular abs on our croc. I have no idea what I'm talking about. We have ourselves the chomping jaw, which kind of looks friendly, to be honest. He doesn't look like he's going to do much chomping. And we have, of course, a two-toned crocodile to make him camouflage with the swamp, but also make him hella cute. So yeah, we're going to get ourselves materials and build ourselves a crocodile in Minecraft today. Let's do it! Alright then, to get started with our croc, we want to take some of this lime concrete, we want some nether brick stairs, moss block, green wool, and some lime terracotta. That isn't unfortunately all of the materials, but it is enough to get started. Now we want to go in line with our original, just mostly for my own reference, just here. I'm going to start off with my lime concrete, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll do a row of 5 on top, so 1 block out on each side, 1 block up on the sides, 5 blocks across the top here, 1 block out on the sides, another 5 blocks across the top, 1 block out on the sides, and then what we'll do is swap our materials for the nether brick stairs, upside down for 3, upside down for another 3, and 3 down here, and then we'll do 3 of our lime concrete on the very top, just like so. Epic. Now what you can do back here as well is also go behind this crack, and you can actually build up an entire pillar here to build a block in that little gap just here, which will be perfect on both sides, so it gives the croc a bit more of a belly structure. And easier for us to work with here. We can also then go with 2 blocks up here, 2 blocks here, and then on these 3, you build them in, and then you build 2 lots forward. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, for that jaw shape just there. Perfect. Now for the prehistoric paws, if we get these into position, then it's a lot easier to build the build. We'll take ourselves down here to the right side of the belly, and we'll take our lime terracotta. And we want to do this just out in front, so diagonally from this block, so just here. And we'll do this for 3, and we'll do it out on the other side exactly the same, so 3 as well. We'll then take ourselves a moss block up here. Oh, sorry, that's green wool. So a moss block here and here. And this side, again, the opposite way around. We'll do ourselves a green wool beneath the middle moss block, and a lime terracotta beneath those 2. Then we'll do another 3 lime. And then we'll take ourselves our moss block up top, just like so. And now then up here, we will go to this gap, and we will build forward until we have 2 blocks exceeding the belly area. We'll take the same again on the other side, and that is with the green wool. We'll then take ourselves our lime terracotta, and we'll build 2 blocks on the side of that one, just like so. So we're building these like stubby sort of arms, which is on purpose, of course. We'll do another 2 green wool on top of the lime. We'll do 1 moss block here and 1 moss block up top, and again this way the exact same thing, and we'll do lime terracottas behind those 2, just like so. So we should have ourselves 4 of these paws in here, but it looks really weird at the moment because they don't have any depth to them, and obviously that's definitely gonna make him look bad. So we definitely want to sort that out. Now before we actually add some depth, let's just go ahead and extend the jaw by 1 layer of 3. Just like so. So we have 3 now just there. Perfect. Then if we go around to the side over here, we can go ahead and build this bottom prehistoric paw backwards. So we'll take ourselves 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll build another 2 lots of those. And then a third one goes back in here. And then we'll stick ourselves a green wool up here, and a lime terracotta just in here. And then, oh, this gap is a little bit troublesome. I will have to check this out. Oh, I know what I've done. Right, I'm going to knock these two off. So I've got this 3 here. I'm going to build another row just there. So I have basically this cluster of now 6 blocks. And then I'm going to take myself here for a lime. And then do 2 and 3 blocks of lime there with a green wall on top. Just like so. So extending it very far back rather than just a little bit. And we'll do the same on the opposite side as well. So remember, the outer side needs to be this cluster of 6 blocks. Like so. And then the inner block adds in another 3 there with a wool block on top and a lime terracotta forward from that position. Just like so. Then if we go diagonally behind this one, just in here, we'll take ourselves 2 lime with a green wool. And then we'll go with 1, 2, 3 of our lime just for now. Just in there. And if we do the same on this side, 1, 2, and then green wool, 1, 2, 3. Just like so. Awesome. Now if we go for the upper sort of arm up here, we'll take ourselves out from this this green wool here. We'll stick ourselves a lime block, and then we'll do ourselves a moss block. We'll do ourselves a green wool, and then a lime down from that one. We'll do 3 blocks of lime, 3 blocks of lime, and then 2 blocks of lime just there. Awesome, so you can see that shape starting to come in now, just like so. Now behind this green wall here, we'll just go ahead and build it up with our lime. And we'll go ahead and build this up until it's over this little space in here, so in this gap. 1, 2 blocks, just like so. Now over this way we'll do a similar thing, but we'll start with a green wool, as it's in line with this block. And then we'll do ourselves a lime terracotta just up here. Now we'll go ahead and build this back, and then fill this gap in. Like so. You can also fill in the underside if you wish to. Probably looks best if you do so. Even including this 3 block area just up here. There we go, so everything's nice and flush to the build just in here. Like so. I may have left a little gap on my other one. Yeah, I did. I left like 2 blocks and then kind of color coded it a little bit. So you can do that as well if you want to. Maybe like this. Just like that, just so you know that that's part of the stomach area, and same on that side as well, if you wish to, for when you get down to this way. Okay, so anyways, it gets a little bit more lenient from here on out, to be honest. It's just we need to get that structure in there for that upper arm, and to make it look like an arm we have to do some really weird things. But now we are onto a little bit more of a fun section. So if we come down here, we can take ourselves the lime for 2, and then we'll take our lime terracotta to fill that one gap just in there. But as you can see from certain angles, you can see that there's a gap in that space. So if you just want to go ahead and fill this in, just with your lime as well, then that'll be absolutely fine, like so. Cool. If we do the same on the opposite side as well, so if we just go roughly to the same position, so there's going to be a lime just in here, and then there'll be lime terracotta just in there like so. Isn't it funny how they're both lime but they look entirely different? Pretty cool. We'll take another lime going backwards, just so we know as well. And then we'll take ourselves this lime coming up to the same height as that previous one over that way. And again, this one here, you can add in yourself the green wool and then the lime terracotta, and then you can do yourself the 3 lime coming down for that hole just in there. That little gap. Lovely. So from here, from this other side that we were working on before, we will go diagonally behind this pillar. So just in here. We will take ourselves all the way up to the second wall block here, before adding another wall block on top. Perfect. If we do the same on this side as well, then we're on the same track just there. Amazing. And then if we go another diagonal on the back here, we'll go up for 2 blocks, and then we'll do a green wall. We'll do another green wall coming down from it, just out the back there, and we'll do the same over this way, like so. We'll build another 2 up, and then we'll do our green wall again, and then we'll go for another 2 up here, just so we're on the same height, just there, like so. Epic. Cool, we're on the same track for those ones at the moment. And let's go ahead and add in ourselves a lime here and here, and then after those 2 green walls as well, just to make those spikes up his back. Amazing, the kind of defense of a crocodile. Let's take ourselves the lime concrete with 2 blocks here, 1 block here, one block here, and one block here. And then we'll take our lime terracotta for 3, and then a 4th one, just back there. And then we'll go into the space here. We'll take ourselves this block here, one forward, one forward in the middle, one here, and a final one just there. Perfect. So when we get round to the back, we should be building the tail. So let's go ahead and build ourselves 2 blocks up here with one out, 1 block in here, 1 block up and then out, and 1 block up there, just like so. Very cool. Let's flip around and do the exact same thing on the opposite side. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but it wasn't opposite side. Alright, so down here, I'm going to go with a little bit of a different sort of switch up here for my blocks and things. So I'm going to move this one up just to this position, and move my wool up to here. And then lime comes back down. Then I'll leave 2 blocks, and I'll build 2 blocks of my lime. And I'll move my walls here. So there's only 1 in this space here. There's 3 blocks from the ground. And then over here is just going to be 3 blocks of my lime just there. Let me zoom out so you can see. So we're changing up the pattern just a little bit over this way. Not trying to make it symmetrical, because obviously our croc is trying to camouflage, and obviously camouflage is not symmetrical. We'll take ourselves lime concrete down here for 3. We'll do a 4th one back there. We'll build ourselves 2 blocks here and 2 blocks here. And then we'll take our lime terracotta to match. Just like so. Awesome. So it's kind of an abrupt finishing tail, but it actually looks really cool for the crocodile. Now on the second pillar just here, so we have the green wool at the top there. We want to move it to here. Like that. Oh, that was a moss block, which you can still use too, but I prefer using the wool for this part. This one down here, I'm going to move to the final, second to last block down here. And this one I'm going to move down 1 as well, just like so. And then up the top here, I believe this could stay in its position. No, we'll move it up 1 block. Yeah, we'll move up just once, just up there. Alright guys, we're almost there. We just need to build ourselves the head and a little bit more detail around this left side. But we have ourselves a few more materials to get that done. We're going to go through all the materials again just so we have everything on the same page. We want the lime concrete, the nether brick stairs, the moss block, the green wool, some lime terracotta, some smooth quartz slabs, some polished black stone buttons, and some black concrete as well. Awesome. Alright then, let's go ahead and take ourselves, firstly, the lime terracotta again. Who would have guessed it? It's a very, very sought after material in this build. Right, let's go ahead and build ourselves 2 blocks in here, and 2 blocks over that way as well. And these 2 blocks are going to be built up just by 2, believe it or not. And then we'll take ourselves 3 above this section. And we'll do the same over here. Now, although the camouflage might not be the same on both sides, the sort of pattern of our crocodile's armor, we are going to take ourselves the same materials on both sides for the actual structure of the head. So we want to try and make the same type of head design on both sides. Of course, so it goes into the middle point, which is of course his face. So let's go back into this section back here and build up for 1, 2, and 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And let's do a block just out on both sides. Let's come down here and build 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 block in there. Just like so. So we have the last kind of spike there out on the spine, and then it goes onto the head. Now over this way we'll take ourselves a lime under here to connect to the mouth and jaw. And to conclude the mouth and jaw area, we'll take ourselves another 2 blocks here. Like so. We then want to go ahead and take ourselves 1, 2, 3 blocks out here. 1, 2, 3 blocks out here. We'll do a 3 on the diagonal out the front of the jaw. And then we'll build 1 block back in, 2 blocks just here. Just like so. Awesome. So you should be left with about 4 blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So let's now take ourselves the green wall again. And we'll go with, on this side, 1 block here, a space away, another block here. And we'll fill the gaps with lime terracotta. Let's do 2 blocks up here. Then we'll do ourselves a green wool, space away, a green wool. Let's do a lime in the middle of those 2, and a green wool up top. Let's do ourselves 2 lime to the left of that one, and then 2 lime on top. And then we'll take ourselves a block here, 2 blocks here, and then on this one, we want to build it forward for the extra, let's go 3 blocks actually, to build the sort of snout of our crocodile, a little bit longer than the jaw. And then what we'll do here is actually build it across to the other side, 1, 2, 3, and then build forward for these 3. Cool. Now we can come back on ourselves and build 1, 2, 3 this way, 1, 2 up, 1 here, and it looks like the pattern is the exact same on the opposite side, so that's very helpful for us. So we'll go with green wool, green wool, green wool, a lime here and here, green wool, and then we'll go with 2 blocks up top, 2 blocks down here, 2 blocks down here, and 1 block just there. Epic. This is starting to look like a croc, most definitely. Let's finish off this back of the arm here as well, just so we've got that done and we don't forget it, because I see myself forgetting it here. So if we take ourselves 3 lime terracotta down here, just from that top one, and we'll do basically 3 lots in total coming back as well, like so. And then we'll take ourselves a green wool over here, and a lime down here, and then we'll do ourselves lime here, 2 lots of 3 lime here, 1 lime down here, a green wool, and then a moss block up top, just like so. Perfect. So let's just double check they both match. Oh, almost, but not quite. So this side they need to... wait, is there a gap? Let me just check. Oh yeah, I have done a little gap, just to give it a bit more depth on that side. So we'll take off that one, and they should both match up now, which looks pretty cool. Let's just make ourselves a little gap in there, maybe with the lime, just so it doesn't stand out as much. Just like that. Yeah, that looks kind of like flush to the belly of the beast. We might also do this entire bit lime, with the lime concrete instead of the lime terracotta, just again to make it all stand out there, like so. Or not stand out, rather. Okay, we'll change a little bit at the bottom, just to keep the prehistoric paws in place there. And we'll keep the belly the same shape. That looks fine. Yeah, okay, we got there in the end. Nice one. Nice one. Alright, perfect. That looks great. Alright, up top here, let's go ahead and take ourselves round the back. And we'll just go ahead and close up the space here. So we'll take ourselves another 1 block here, and 1 up top. 3 blocks in here. 3 blocks here, just like so. Perfect. And then we'll do ourselves 3 blocks here, and 3 blocks just here, like so. Then we'll actually close up the head up here, with 6 blocks in total. And then what we'll do up top here is we'll actually take ourselves 1, 2 blocks up, 1, 2 blocks up, and then we'll go ahead and smooth over this section. So just add in ourselves 3, and then 1 block in this space here, like so. So we have the croc eyes just up there. They look awesome, by the way. They look epic. And then what we'll do for the snout area is we'll take ourselves 1, 2 blocks forward, 1, 2 blocks, 1, 2 blocks, and then we'll build ourselves. We kind of basically want to build into here just so we have ourselves like an ending block in the middle with 1, just like so. So it ends off on the snout area just like that. That looks amazing. And then we have space for our nostrils, which we'll take with the buttons just like so. Awesome. Very cool. Okay, I'm just checking my work up top here. I think there's a block that goes in the middle of our eyes, so I want to go ahead and make sure I've added that one too. So we're just going to do ourselves a lime terracotta just in there like so, just to give them a bit more of a happy expression rather than just being separated. But otherwise, that looks really good. We'll also do ourselves green wool behind the eyes, just here and here, like that. And then that is all the wool on top, and the wool overall, I believe, which is very good going too. Nice one. Alright, so for the mouth in here, of course we don't want a massive sort of gaping hole down his throat and into his stomach, which although would make a really cool base. If anyone does decide to do that, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear. But we want to go ahead and give him like a bit of a mouth here. So we'll take ourselves some black concrete back here, and some up top like so, and we'll fill in this gap up this way, like that. Perfect. So it just looks like it goes ominously back in, like that. We'll take ourselves a slab of our quartz just in here, and one here, here, and here. Fill back in that lime concrete, and you should have yourself a friendly looking mouth just in there, but still kind of menacing at the same time. So you wouldn't want to mess with Mr. Croc, but at the same time he looks very cuddly. And now all that's left to do is build the eyes. So let's get ourselves some materials for that and complete this build. So to build these very cute eyes, all you'll need is some white dye, some black dye, a lovely loom, and 2 black banners. Now what we'll do is we'll jump onto the floor, we'll take our loom down, we'll open it up, we'll stick our banner in our inventory, and if you're a rookie like me, you would have got 1 banner, but you definitely need 2. So we'll quickly grab that, just like so, and then we'll take ourselves a black banner in, a piece of white dye in, and we want these 2 little squares here. So this is going to be called a white chief Dexter Canton, and this should be a white chief Sinister Canton. So we get both of these, like so. So you have the eyes like so, but then we also want to border them, because at the moment they're too big. If you look at the rectangle, it would work, but it's a little bit too big for what we're trying to go for. So we'll take ourselves the banners back in with the black dye and the border up the top there, and we'll take them back out of our loom. We should have ourselves 2 beady eyes just here. And if we stick them on our croc, he looks very cute, very happy, and just awesome in general. Now guys, we need a name for our croc, so if you want to let me know a name in the comments below, we shall give this crocodile an official name. That would be very cool. But yeah, that is all for today's tutorial. A massive thank you and shout out to Vitano Gamer once again for this awesome request. I really love building animals in Minecraft. It's just so much fun, especially animals that we don't already have in the game. It feels like I'm sort of adding them to the game in a little way. You know, we can maybe build this as a shrine in survival mode, and yeah, wait until Minecraft eventually do add crocodiles to our swamps. We demand them! Maybe we do, maybe some don't, I'm not sure. Anywho guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's tutorial, please be sure to drop a like on it. That would be really helpful and very much appreciated. And if you want to consider subscribing today and staying tuned for future animal tutorials, I do have another one lined up. You may have seen it at the beginning of the tutorial, but I don't know. It was over this way somewhere. Maybe we can get a little glimpse, a cheeky glimpse. My render distance is gonna move too slow. Whoa, whoa, a little bit too much, a little bit too much. You saw him though. He's to come soon. So yeah, have a guess at what that is in the comments below. Follow me up on social medias, guys. All the links are in the description. And just have a wonderful rest of your day. Also, let me know any more animals you want me to build here in Minecraft in the comments too. Goodbye for now, assassins. Thank you once again.